Hello students, welcome ulit sa online tutorial natin. Once again, maraming salamat sa mga nag-avail sa YouTube membership. Sige, continue tayo. Problem number 13 for practice problems. So, a thin steel plate daw weighing 10 kN per square meter is being lifted slowly by the cables AC and BC as shown. Compute the tension at AC in kilonewtons. Okay? So, if we will try to look at the figure, I will assume, no, since hindi, kung mapapansin nyo dito sa figure, hindi binigay, no, kung nasa gitna ba yung hook. Again, baka nasa gitna, but most probably, wala to sa gitna. Otherwise, if this will be midway, no, this is 4.5 and 3 man. And that's 4.5 and 3, so that's 7.5. So, if this is midway 7.5, most probably, this will tilt. Otherwise, kasi pag nasa gitna to, obviously, hindi balance. But anyway, let's just check. Meron naman tayong answer key, so walang problema. If ever magkakamali tayo ng assumption. So, before anything else, I think it's obvious na what we will do. First is we need to solve kung asan yung centroid. Okay, we need to solve kung asan yung centroid dito so that we will know, no? So that we will know kung ano yung yung reactions natin. Sige, so proceed tayo. Yan. So I think alam ko na yung gagawin dito. So anyway, I'll assume na ganyan. Okay. So let's just neglect na it is that it is actually hanging by that cord. Let's assume, no, that the plate is purely horizontal, and then meaning meron tayong reactions dito. And it is carried by these upward force. Now, obviously, these upward force are the vertical component of cable AC and cable CB. Ganun na lang, wag nating intindihin yung free body diagram at point C. Let's consider the free body diagram from the plates. So, meron tayong area, no? I mean, this is 2.4. This is 4.5. This is 3.0. This is 0.6. By the way, kulang ata to. Okay, so again, although sa figure na medyo kulang, notice, this is 3.0. We will assume that this is, actually meron pala. So if this is 2.4, this is 0.6, meron pala tayong height nito, no? So this will be 1.8. Again, this is not drawn to scale. I apologize. Tama. That's 1.8. Sige, so kopyahin natin to. By the way, I will assume that this center weight will actually occur here. And then it will be, of course, downward. And then we want to solve for the tension on cable AC. So ito yung hinanap natin. So this is cable AC, by the way. And yan yung cable AC. And then what we can solve is actually the vertical component. This is AC, but that is the vertical component. So we will multiply that by a certain factor later on. So, proceed muna tayo. Lipat ko muna yung figure natin. Ay, mali. Sandali, sorry. Yan. By the way, I think it's best to divide the areas na agad para hindi na tayo malito. So, i-divide na lang natin agad. So this will be like this, and like this. So we will have three. This is a composite section made up of 3 common shapes. We have the 2 rectangles and 1 triangle. Sige. Ilagay pala natin yung division of areas. Yan. Okay. Sige. First, let's try to solve muna yung total weight of the plate. So, obviously, the total weight of the plate is the load, which is 10 multiplied by the area. Kasi ang load is 10 kilonewton per square meter man. So, i-divide natin to. I-multiply natin yan sa square area, okay, of the plate. And then we'll get the kilonewton. So, anyway, ragay mo natin area 1. I hope you will agree. Area 1 is actually 2.4 times 4.5. Area 2 will be a rectangle, no? That's 0.6 times, that's 3.0. Yan, and then area 3 will be a triangle, so that's 1/2. Base is 3, height is 1.8. Yan. So area total will then be equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3. Sorry. Yan. So we have area total equal to 15.3. So, medyo makati ang ilong. Yan. Okay. So once meron tayo yan, we can solve the total weight. So the total weight is simply equal to, sana yun, 10 multiplied by area total. So once nakuha natin ang area total, let's try to solve now for the centroid. Kunin natin ang centroid of the location ng centroid. So since we want to solve for AC, ito, kailangan natin ang force nasa right, nasa left. We will sum up moments dito sa point B. Okay, based on the figure, that's point B. So if we want to sum up moments at point B, it's important to get the distance, no, of the centroid from point B din. So lagay natin. By the way, ang D1, D1 lang ilalagay ko. D1 represents, kasi we will have a variance theorem to determine the distance of the centroid. So anyway, D1 represents the distance of area 1, ang centroid ng area 1 from point B. So that is D1, that will be 3 plus 4.5 over 2. I hope you will agree with that. Again, this is the rectangle. Okay, yung figure na yan. So, bali ito yung D1. Ito yung centered of the rectangular area. So, ito yung D1. Yan. Bali, ang D2 will be like this. Yan. And then, ang D3 will be like this. Okay? So, again na, these are just centroids. Sige, balik tayo dito. So, ang D2, will be, based on the figure, that's only half of 3 over 2. Again, the centroid of area 2 from point B, which is ito, yung nasa edge. Yan. And then next is D3. Okay, so D3, that will be, again, since the triangle looks like this, the centroid will occur here. That is 2/3 of 3. Again, that's 1/3 from the higher side or the larger side, and then 2/3 from the tip of the triangle. So that will be 2/3 of 3. So 2/3 of 3 is actually equal to 2. Yeah. So to solve for the distance or the moment arm, tawagin natin yung moment arm na D. The distance, ito. If kunin natin ito, ang distance ng, yan, if that is D, yeah. To get D, you can actually use variance theorem. The moment of the resultant, which is area total times D, must be equal to the moment of the components ng A1 times D1 plus A2 times D2 plus A3 times D3. And then you can just use your calculator. All of the values are solved, man. You can just use your calculator to solve for D. Meron tayong 80, meron tayong lahat nito except for the distance D. So you can use your calculator. Ako ito lang yung gagamitin ko para mas madali. So we have the distance D equal to 4.23529. Okay? So next, 4.23529. Okay, I think okay tayo dyan. Okay, continue tayo. Sige. So we're able to solve for D, no? However, I hope you will agree since based on our figure, since a figure hindi nilagay, no, kung nasa na-locate itong point C, I will assume for the purposes of equilibrium, dapat yung, bali ito. Saan yung drawing natin? Ito. Dapat yung point C at saka yung ito, dapat they should be on the same axis. Otherwise, if they are not on the same axis, then the figure will actually tilt because since merong eccentricity between sa dalawa, then meron silang moment arm na mangyayari. Okay, so I hope okay tayo ha. Therefore, the inclination of C is actually dependent on this. Yan. Theta na yan. Yan. Theta na yan. So, ang theta na yan, to solve for that theta, simple lang, no? We will consider this triangle. Okay, consider natin ang triangle. Bali pa ganito. Yan. So, this is theta. Yan. Yan ang theta. And then this is the 3 meters. And then ito, this is actually 7.5 minus D. Okay, so I hope okay tayo dyan ha. Sige, so anyway, lipat ko muna yung figure. Oops. Ay, bale. Ang vertical component natin will be 3 over the hypotenuse. So that's square root of 3 squared plus yung 7.5 minus D squared. That is the hypotenuse man. Yan yung vertical component natin. Sige. So, kopyahin natin. Lagyan natin dito. Oops. Yan. Okay. So, I hope okay tayo dyan ha. So, again ha, for the purposes of equilibrium, para di mag-tilt yung frame, it should be that point, itong center ng plate should be aligned with point C. Okay? So, meaning, we now have the inclination of our, ito. So, I hope naintindihan nyo, bakit sir? Bakit meron tayong AC? So, again, this AC here is the component, the vertical component of this, ito. Yan, ang vertical, So, yun yung vertical component nito ha. Okay, so ang gagawin lang natin, magsama pa na tayo ng moment sa B. So, summing up moment sa B is equal to 0, clockwise equals counterclockwise. Ang clockwise moment will be caused by the vertical component of AC. So, that is AC times, again, vertical component. We will consider this triangle wherein AC is located. Vertical component means you need to multiply AC with the ratio of the vertical side of the triangle 3 over its hypotenuse. We know that its hypotenuse will be 7.5 minus D. Again, ito yung distance na from year to year. And then, square lang natin. Ay, sorry, not square root. But rather, 7.5. Tama. Square root pala. Square plus 3 square. Yan. So, ito yung horizontal. Ito yung vertical component of AC. And then, multiply natin sa moment arm, which is the distance from point B to this point A. So, that's 7.5. Again, that's 4 plus 3 has 4.5 plus 3. And then equal yan sa counterclockwise moment. Now, the counterclockwise moment will be caused by the total load, which is nasolve na natin yung W, multiplied by the moment arm of the load W, which is itong D. Kasi nag-sum up na tayo ng Varenius theorem kanina. So, notice, sa whole equation na to, the only unknown is AC. Diba? Meron na kasi tayong W, which is 153. Meron din tayong D, which is nasolve natin 4.2. So, you can use your calculator for shift solve. Ako, ito na lang yung gagamitin ko para mas madali yan. So, AC. So, we have AC equal to 127.692. Actually, more or less, the same lang yan. Okay, so I hope okay tayo sa problem na to ha. Ang tricky part lang dito is actually, you need to know, no, that for the purposes of equilibrium, C should be in line with the center. Okay, hindi siya, with the centroid of the plate. Hindi siya necessarily, no, na nasa gitna, since this is 4.5 plus 3, that's 7.5. So, not necessarily nasa 3.75 siya. But rather, C should be along the centroid of the plate. Sige, so I hope okay tayo dyan. Sige. So, say pa din, if you have any questions, clarifications, or even corrections with regards to the solution, please do not hesitate to comment down below. Maraming salamat sa panonood and see you sa next video natin. Salamat.